Hey everyone, I wanted to make a video just to give everyone an idea of what to expect for the second half of our class. Um, November 30th, Monday, November 30th is the beginning of week 6. So hopefully you're watching it today or close to it. But anyways, that is the beginning of week 6. We have a 10-week term. Uh, with that being said, we had some plans to tackle a different piece of literature, but after some thought, I decided to go with something different. And there are a lot of reasons that go into that, but overall, I think it's going to be a good experience and a worthwhile uh, piece of literature for you to read. I think you'll also enjoy it. So that's always nice. Not always the case, but that's always nice. So I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll get some good things out of it, get some different perspectives, and then we will still be able to tackle some of the big ideas that we wanted to touch on with the other unit. So the novel that we are going to be reading is called Mouse. It is a graphic novel by Art Spiegelman. You're going to be reading PDF versions of the text. So I have those, and they will be posted throughout Classroom. Mouse is a 6-chapter graphic novel, and we will be tackling that within these next 5 weeks. It is a story about a man and his father, so in a way it's a bit of a memoir, but it is also a story looking back on the events of the Holocaust, and it is told through the means of a graphic novel, and it also uses animals as characters, so it has some allegorical elements as well. So we will get into that, but I just wanted to give you a brief idea of what to expect. This is what we're going to be reading. Like I said, we have 5 weeks left, weeks 6 through 10. This is a very rough outline of what you can expect in those weeks. Week 6 this week, that is for the most part set in stone. I've uploaded that. This is actually going to be an interview type deal instead of this. But we're reading the first 3 chapters this week, and then we'll have an assignment. We're learning more about the author and a little bit more about graphic novels as well. Week 7, my rough idea right now is to read chapters 4 and 5, and then have some online discussion questions, 1 per chapter, for chapters 1 through 3. Week 8, we'll probably have another assignment in here too, but week 8, we will finish the book, chapter 6, so it'll just be 1 chapter that week. We'll have some different brief articles to read, so I'm talking 2 to 3 pages at the most, and those are going to center around the whole idea of graphic novels and whether or not they are appropriate for school, and like whether or not they are intellectually stimulating and lead to good reading skills and worthwhile discussion. There's a lot of stuff that goes into that. So we'll be looking into the basis for possibly using or not using graphic novels in schools. We'll have some reading questions based on the graphic novels. We will have some online discussion questions based on our reading from the week before. Week 9, we will have 1 more big paper to give out or to try, and that'll be based on the basis of an argumentative paper. So basically you are getting a question and you are picking one of 2 sides, and you're going to argue for that side based on some evidence. So pretty much everything you'll need for that, we will be reading in these first few weeks. But we will start to draft that there. We'll have 1 more online discussion question for the chapter we read in the previous week, but we'll try and do that first. So then this is the only thing we have on our plate. And then the final week, week 10, weeks 9 and 10 are going to be after winter break. So 6, 7, and 8 are before winter break, and then 9 and 10 are after. Just a little food for thought there. So week 10, that would be the last week of the class before you move on to second semester, new schedule, all that stuff going on. We would turn in that final draft earlier in the week, and then We'd likely have some sort of reflection or survey activity where you provide me with some thoughts on the class and thoughts on your senior year and stuff like that. And then we would also give out the final later on in the week for those of us that would want to or need to take that, and also give you some time to possibly wrap up any later missing work that you might need to get in. So that is just a rough look at what to expect for the rest of this term, both in terms of what we're reading, what the assignments that we have, the number of things we have to do, what we're covering, and then also just kind of how that is going to be structured. It's not set in stone by any means. Like this is what we're going to be reading, and that's how we're going to go about doing it. But the timing of it might be different. We might take out one activity and replace it with another, or move it to another week. It all just depends. Obviously, a lot of moving parts right now with being full remote for everybody, all online, and not necessarily knowing the status of these last 2 weeks of school, whether they will be in person or at home. So that can always lead to some changes. It's a very fluid situation, so I want to make sure that we realize that although this is the rough plan, it can change a little bit, but I did want to give you an idea of what you can most likely expect throughout these last few weeks. All right. Thanks for watching. I look forward to giving this a try with you. I think you are going to enjoy it, and I think it's going to be a meaningful experience, both in terms of what we're reading and the things that we are coupling with the reading as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you have to say, and as always, reading your thoughts and your ideas. So just keep it up. I'm very proud of all the progress everybody made in the first 5 weeks of this class, and it's been really cool to get to know you all, obviously at varying levels, but it's been cool to get to know you, and I'm looking forward to these next 5 weeks and continuing to working with you and helping you improve, and getting to know you even better. So thanks for watching. Good luck with everything, and then we will definitely be talking soon. Always feel free to reach out for help, or if you want to chat about something, whether it's school related or not, I'm happy to do that. So thanks again for watching. Keep up the great work, and I'll talk to you soon.